no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Die the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need y'all.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Ready, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First play, and Hurts looking to throw him. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah. Too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hudson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Willis finding Walker complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 wide. 79 Broncos.
2nd down throw coming by Willis. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Here's Walker. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that, street.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end.
19. Check contact.
In motion right is the tight end.
60 Maverick. Trap 50.
Walker once more, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Willis on 3rd and goal. Throw out wide to Walker, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Ken Walker from 8 yards out, and the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Slot man moves right. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Walker to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Willis out of the gun. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Room here to run. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And Walker once more. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Walker, the tight end, in motion.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and goal, Willis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be out right at the 35. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Hurts. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Walker, the tight end, in motion. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Walker, the tight end, in motion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's caught. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been ejected.
And this is going to be intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
second and goal. Hurts. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Hurts will throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Taken from about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Left wing 19. Back to 60. Back to 60. Hey, pass.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Walker, the tight end, in motion.
Panther 11.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. Take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. back to throw now on first down. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And going right back to Walker. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Walker, the tight end, in motion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Willis to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked up by Amber Thomas. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use